So I've worked with many doctoral students over the years, and the actual starting point can be a huge challenge for many of them. Maybe it's the thought of having to write such a huge document, probably the longest one they've ever written, or maybe the longest one they ever will write, or maybe it's just that terror of seeing a blank piece of paper in front of you. They often respond by attempting to meet this challenge technically. What I mean by that is that their focus becomes entirely on the methodological. So they'll say things like, I want to do something qualitative, or I want to do some interview-based research, rather than actually thinking about what it is that they want to find out in their research. So to address this as a starting point, I'll ask them to write a brief statement, so maybe 2 pages maximum, on what I call the 4 golden questions. And these questions are, number 1, what do I want to find out? Or what question or questions do I want my research to address? And I specify that this must be written in the form of a question. Number 2 is, what information do I need to collect or generate in order to answer my question or questions fully? Number 3 is, what is the best way to collect or generate that information? And number 4 is, what literature do I know that could help me to inform myself about this research area? So the purpose of these 4 golden questions is to help them to move away from their focus on method and instead to focus on the purposes of the project and the best way to achieve this. The question 1 offers you the research question, which guides everything. Question 2 focuses on the data that you need to collect. Question 3 focuses students on the methodology. And question 4 focuses on what they would have to include within the literature work throughout the thesis. I've found that this task is fairly straightforward, not too onerous, but it does allow students at a very early stage the opportunity to reflect on what they want to do and why they want to do it. It also gives me a clear idea of how to guide them going forward. And a third advantage is that it gets them writing straight away, and so it helps them to overcome any writer's block that's such a common issue for so many thesis writers.